Howdy ho, ladies and gentlemen. Howdy ho. It is time to play a little bit more of the Rat Pack. Now, firstly, let's have a hello from the players. Make sure everyone can hear them.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Okay.
howdy.
Now we're going to cross my fingers and wait for the chat to let me know if volume is actually working today. Thank you, Discord, Streamlabs, whatever the hell was going wrong last session. But hopefully everything's fine. Working on that assumption, the group are safe and snug and a slightly less infested rat hole. A few little green critters have been crawling around in the shadows. Soren's kept a fairly close eye on things. Even hired the local exterminator, Frick, to come in and help. Gentlemen, the hour is early. The day is yours. The place is quiet. Over to you.
Oh, did you hear about the Boner boys?
I think I missed that one.
Pretty hilarious.
Constantly pointing north.
Yeah. Well, welcome distraction for a bit.
For who?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah. No, I did not see it, and thankfully so. That sounds yeah, I'm sure she'll make money on that.
Probably. So, what's the plan?
Well, I just got back not too long ago from outdoor. We had another accident in the mine that we had to deal with.
They went too deep, didn't they? Dwarves. They've only just come back.
I don't think they've gone too deep yet. They haven't quite. They haven't gotten the blue herb potion. No, I think they moved to a different cave and they were expecting some faults or something. I'm not sure.
Stand corrected.
I thought the doors were slightly better at judging those things. They seem to have a lot of mining accidents lately.
Well, maybe these were, like, sort of integrated dwarfs, you know, imperial dwarfs instead of dwarfs from the, what do they call them, the Kazakh or Karak or Crack or whatever. Crack dwarfs, sure.
I like that. We'll go with that.
Yeah. And yeah.
As long as we don't offend them, I do not want to be put in their grudge book.
I thought they all came from the Carracks. Isn't why they went up there the first time?
Well, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Feel it crap. What else?
Yeah, I heard that everyone went a bit ill. I got a message a few days later about they were looking for road wardens. Did anyone know about that story? Didn't we have a new trader come along and first instance he came along, got sick, puked his guts out and almost died, poor guy.
Yeah. Seemed a bit like a greenhorn, that fella. And,
So aren't you alright after that? I know we can't understand him, but thought I'd sort of...
Does anyone have language, Wastelander?
Nope.
I'm just going to double check. I think I have something.
Yeah, same as well, I might.
Yes, I do. Language Wastelander.
Roll me an average language Wastelander. Anyone that has it. As Soren starts reciting the story, Ready for rang frang quetty frang mungo. The rest of your party have gone to Altdorf to chase down a young halfling who had slipped in Black Lotus into the halfling chef's sweeties. I nearly died as well. Thank you for asking. I'm feeling okay. And I think that's about all. But fortunately, no one died. Except your halfling, nearly. He looks kind of dead. He's limping around now.
Wow.
Which halfling? The cook or?
Oh, Wilfred.
Oh, this would be Wilfred, yeah.
The cook
Good to see you're still
seems
alright, Soren.
Fine. Much better, thank you.
Soren, you started making any swill yet?
Matey Boo? Making any what?
That recipe I gave him.
Oh, Ungo. Oh, yeah, I've got a barrel of that here. Haven't opened it yet, still maturing, but you can try some if you like.
Oh, wait until it's done.
Matey Boo Boo.
Yeah, Sigurd's just drinking a cup of, like, basically tea from Gilda's cabin because he is sweating and his face is covered in pox and he's wrapped up in a cloak even though it's still like high summer.
What's it, Sigurd is?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What happened to you then, Sigurd?
Well, I don't know. Chileans think it's rat fever. You know, the only thing.
Oh, damn. Bloody rats, man.
The only thing I can think of is the only rats I've been around are those beastmen when we went with the Baron in the boat with the pirates.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Get rid of these rats. But Soren, a bottle of your finest, please, for all of the lads around here.
Rango, run your po-ho.
That's what you drown a fever.
No, I was thinking because of my recent promotion, I've now become a road sergeant. Not that there was anyone else to take the job, but yeah, I managed to step up, pass my tests, and here I am.
Oh, congrats. Congrats.
The sergeant of one.
Sergeant, but I do have a couple of road wardens and a trainee tollkeeper. So looking to increase that, but at least we have a little group of us now around town.
He's been doing some recruiting.
Yeah.
Good.
Keeping the road safe for you, Sigurd.
Yeah, it's no more rats.
Soren comes along with a round on the house to celebrate Reinhard's recent promotion.
Wait. Thanks, Soren.
Menu. Menu. Enjoy it, that's the good stuff.
Well, bottoms up then, Reinhardt.
Thumbs up.
That's the
Right, it's good stuff.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry. That was. Are you sure that hasn't had a little kick to it or something? Wow.
Oh, wasn't that the paint stripper you used last week?
Why was that the good stuff? Looks inquisitive.
Oh, probably good for something.
Starts inspecting his barrels.
I just slide the shot glass over towards Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sergeant.
That'll clear your head. Oof.
Oh. Listen. And Gottbert looks around and bends over, leans in. Look. You know, I've been thinking. She said, look for the light or something. You remember, Sigurd? When the shadow took her, they said, look for the light or something. Have you got any ideas about that? Because I'm breaking my head about it.
I mean, Sigmarites have stuff about the light. I don't know. But I don't think it's probably the same thing.
Did she give you any potions or something? Or I'm thinking like a blinding light in a battle. Like I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here.
Yeah. Can I do low folklore?
Sure. Average for. Okay. So the tricky thing is with light is it can be used to signal locations, such as the crypt that you went to. So it can be a marker, physical. It can be a little bit more of a spiritual meaning as well, as in it's something within oneself. I'd say your mind probably comes up with a couple of possibilities off of that, but difficult to pin a finger on. It was vague.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it could be like a person, maybe. I don't know. It could be a thing, could be a sword, it could be... Well, it could be a whole bunch of things. Maybe we should ask around town if... I don't know, if it means anything to anyone.
Maybe the priests? I'm thinking this is something not ordinary, not something that you and I would possess.
Yeah, but you have to be careful how we word it, because I don't want to be banging my head in, against the wall or something.
Yeah, okay. I'm a little bit iffy with this. I don't want to, be doomed for no reason.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Sir Garrett about it? Not that he would be able to answer, probably.
Yeah, he's the epitome of a stoic. I mean, not sure if he can even speak at all.
Hmm. And if you wrote something down, you wouldn't be able to read it anyway.
Well, no. I mean, I know the letter A now, so it's only like 45 letters to go, right?
Very good. Oh.
Can't help you with that.
Yeah. What else we got today? We gotta do our dedication.
Oh,
Rip.
the Heldentag, as you called it.
Yeah. There's been a lot of bad stuff going on. We should...
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. What else we got today? Reinhardt, I want to talk to your buddy and our visitor from Guttenberg at some point today.
Who's that, Jim? I don't know who that is.
Your buddy?
Which one?
Your sneaky buddy that we took to the... You introduced him to the...
Yes. Okay, I have two sneaky buddies, because one is like my mate that I don't know, I just know through, some sort of back channel, got some sort of agreement with him, and then he introduced. You remember we had a little guy in the cart out of Blue Rock. I introduced them to each other. So
he's from Guttenberg.
Was it? Oh, it was there for. Well, yeah. And we can have a chat to those two, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have a job.
Summon him.
Have a job for them.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, Yeah, we can do that.
Other than that, I'm gonna talk to the town and then
Yeah.
try not to lose my lunch.
It reminds me, I mean, you're supposed to be like the lore of this place, and have you done your religious duties? I mean, have you been going to temple?
As much as I can. I mean, I wasn't outdoor for a few weeks, so I was at the cathedral there for quite a while.
Yeah, might be good if you made it like a little bit more hoo-ha about it, you know, a little bit more public.
About what?
About your tributes to the various gods. You know, people know about it. That you're devout. Might do well for your reputation.
Oh, I mean, we built a temple, set up shrine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna evangelical my way through town.
No, that's not what I mean, but you built a temple to, well, basically because they told you so, but now you're in the plus, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, anyway. So you're gonna get going, or sit here and holding our peckers?
No blue herbs. And now
Yep, let's go. Finish off my drink.
I'll finish my tea and then blot the sweat off my face with my hanky.
Did you come in?
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I'm coming in now. I've just been having a few drinks as well. So, yeah, I've also been... Yeah, brilliant. I'll come along. Fantastic.
Ready, Bo?
Roll it.
Finish that off quick and
All right.
move wobbly
Go ahead,
outside.
Josh. Your turn.
Consume alcohol. See if you're the only person man. Well, no, the only person man enough to stomach this drink.
I'm not drinking.
Yeah,
challenging
therefore you're not
average.
man.
Average.
Average. We'll go for you. I think the rest rolled challenging, but
Good friend.
there you go.
There you go.
That'll do.
Put my arm round him. Hey, that was good, wasn't it?
All right, mate.
I like that stuff.
Okay. We head over to Tom. So, where are you headed to first? I'll just plop you down in the middle for now, because it's easier for me. So, gentlemen. Don't worry, you'll
We can
load
do
in
the
a second.
dedication. We can do the dedication stuff at the end, I guess, or closer to the end. If we want to do the meet with different people first, that's fine.
Oh no, 2 tokens. My bad.
Get out of it. Alright, so, executive decision, players. What are you doing?
Let's
go that way.
you're right, Gets. Come on, just follow me.
Holding on to Gots.
Leaning on his arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You
Wanna check in on the little 2 kids?
Alright, you go to check in on the little ones. Sure.
I
Up
forgot where
to
they
them.
were, but
It's somewhere up there. There you go. You bump into the little girl who sat on the side of the bank on the grass, currently tying some twigs together.
I think they need names.
Yeah, what's her name?
Does anybody in the chat have a suggestion for the 2 kids?
Good idea.
Let them come up with it. I'm a bit brain dead at the moment.
We'll just call her girl for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock. Okay. Hello.
Hey there.
Hello, Bert.
You been practicing, little one? And you been practicing the other thing, the words I taught you.
She nods up and down with her mouth sort of flapping around, trying to sort of mumble and recite.
No, don't do it here. I told you only when you're alone.
Puts both
Okay.
hands over her mouth.
Yeah, good. Where's your brother at? I send him out spying, but he has to report in every now and then.
With two hands still on her mouth, she looks to her left and sort of wiggles her elbow toward an alleyway.
Oh, all right. Mucking about in the dirt again.
She nods in
Well-
response.
Boys will be boys.
Lolly Hydra confirmed. Good lord. What a day. Alright. Sure enough, lurking in an alleyway and somewhat spooked by your arrival, Godbert, is Clive.
Hey there, Clive.
You right here, Godbert? How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
Oh, good, great.
You still practicing with the whittling, the charm making?
Of course I am.
Good. Now, told you to look around town. So, what have you found out?
Well, the thing is, Bert, I found...
Anywhere, any of those little green things you found?
Points to a little alley.
I've got him cornered. Just waiting for him to come out.
Oh, good. Well, keep it up. Anything else strange going on here?
I was a bumbly old man. Looks about your age.
God, his accent's all over the place. Eclectic child.
I thought you were you. Looked like you, so I went to say hello. I was like, hey, Godbert. But he just mumbled. Strange words. Weirdo.
You don't say. Whereabouts was this?
Down by the market. Somewhere.
When did you last see him?
It was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
Well, if you see him again, come find me. Now,
All right.
keep it up and be careful about those little green things, huh? Don't let
Nods.
them swarm you.
And with that, as you turn away, you hear a little scuttling scurry, followed by a thwack and a splat.
Attaboy.
Gives you a salute, puts his stick over his shoulder, and marches off down the alley.
Okay.
We reconvene with Gotts and Reinhard, who I assume were listening in from a safe distance, or not listening in.
I'd say more focused on keeping Reinhard upright.
Yeah, fair enough.
I decided out with the locals and with the fresh air, I'd be like, let's sober up quick. Takes a nice deep breath. But it sounded like he was just describing you. You sure it wasn't you?
Well, pretty sure. I've been in the caravan most of the time. So, that's weird.
We'll have a little look-see, shall we?
Yeah, he said it was at the market, so maybe ask around if people saw something.
Just go have a little wander around.
All
Hey,
right.
Cern, you taking a piss?
Hey. Just following
looks-
you, looking for adventure. Never mind. Average gossip for whoever's
Yep.
questioning. Just questioning everything, really. Why?
Walking around, yeah. Having a little listening, having a little chat to the locals. Any market people. You alright there?
Yeah. I'd say with specific questioning, God, but you do get a lead that there was an old man there. He had white hair like yourself. He was mumbling around yesterday, but he was quickly taken away by the guards and chucked in the cell. Not for necessarily doing anything wrong, but not making any sense, and it seemed like the kind thing to do. They're sort of hoping he snaps out of it.
Where is that?
We'll say it's there. Not far to go. With the rest of the gossip, just while we're here though, Reinhard, the barn is now back in operation. They had found 3/4 of a goblin in there, in amongst some hay. It was missing an arm and dead. And it seemed to have been the cause of this snotling manifestation within the barn. But they've burned it.
The whole barn, or?
No. Just the body.
Okay, just the body, alright.
Just the body. They burned it, and all seems to be well. Aside from that,
Cool.
town's relatively quiet. I will say,
Catch up with Sigurd and
you get one more
tell them
tidbit.
about it. Yep.
One more tidbit that a few of the herb pickers have been going deeper into the woods, and there has been reports that there have been a lack of reports of those ghost lights, the Geist lights that had previously been reported in your forest. They seem to have vanished.
Were they ever on or near the roads?
No. They
Okay,
lined
so
the forest.
I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know much about them in terms of when I was out on the road doing the job.
I would say you may have seen them in forests that line the roads, but the common canon is to stay the hell away from them at night.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And
Okay.
generally don't go out at night is the other piece of common canon.
Yeah, well, I go around and give that advice
Yeah.
to people anyway as I'm walking around.
Sigurd, similar conversations for yourself. You hear tale about the mine. It is recovering. It has delayed one of the jewellery shipments for Wiglas Zerzen, or Viglas Zerzen, who was somewhat anxious, let's say, as he has been making a few pieces of jewellery for the nobility back in Bogenhafen, and did not want to have his reputation tarnished by delays. But so aside from him giving people in the town stress, asking them to source silver for him and trying to buy off bits of silver that he could smelt and turn into his own produce, not much else aside from what you also heard via Reinhard. So I think we go.
Do we know where the man was kept? Where?
Yeah,
which
God that's
cell was he
currently
put in?
standing on him.
Oh, okay, cool.
I haven't
Sorry.
heard anything from you in a while, Sigurd.
Oh, okay.
What have you been saying to us?
Who knows? Who even knows?
Who does know? Who does
More
know?
like. I guess my kids kicked the mic out. Anyway,
Fair enough.
does he normally just do silver, or is it?
A mixture, but currently your town is exporting silver, so he doesn't have access to too much else. He has been taking advantage of the cheap silver price in the area, thanks to the fact you're mining it.
Roger.
Bit difficult to import gold here, so that's more of a currently Marienburg business.
Marienburg jerks.
Absolutely. Bloody weirdos. Right, so what we need is a room. That'll do. And we'll put Sighard in here too, just so he can see. In front of you on the floor, Godbert, tied to a chair, is an old man. He looks to be approximately the same age as yourself, and he is quivering nervously.
You all right there, old timer?
His lips are moving. His eyes briefly glance with yours for a moment before staring back at the floorboard, rocking himself very slightly back and forth. His fingers are also performing an intricate dance. No, that's not the right token.
Whoa!
Well, it's the right image, but bear with me.
Is he holding an axe?
No. No, he's not.
Okay. I do not have my crossbow drawn and aimed at his chest.
No.
What?
The image, I can see this this guy holding an axe. It looks like a Norska axe.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. He's a happier chap.
Okay.
Crossbow down.
It's like looking into a mirror.
Pretty much you could be twins. There is... Godbert, can you make a perception or intuition, depending on what you feel you're looking for?
Doesn't really matter stats-wise, so I think intuition. Challenging.
Yes. Okay. He is likely someone who has seen something too much. One too many things too much, perhaps. It is a state that you have probably seen individuals in over your years, and although you don't necessarily have access to all of those memories, at least your gut tells you that this is a broken man who has likely come across something that has polluted his mind, tainted him.
I'm going to grab some water and just bring it over to him and help him sip it if he can't hold it himself.
Eyes glance sideways towards you. Reinhard takes the glass, sips it. Mouth continues to twitch in between sips.
Just basically showing him a bit of kindness, but not saying anything.
I'm shaking and coughing.
Let's see. Do I still have one? Oh, yeah. I take one charm, one of my charms. I have a couple still, a few still, and hold it in front of him. Look, you recognize this? You know what it means. Here, let me put it around your neck. It'll keep you safe. So you won't have to. You won't have to worry some more. So, and let me. I'll bless it for you. You know. I think you know what I mean. Let's hope he does. Oh no! Oh no! No!
Oh
no,
yes!
Absolutely not.
Yes. Oh yes! Reroll into an 88. Reroll into an 88. That is a major misclass. God damn it! God damn it! Oh. We nearly had. Can I just
That
see
would've
what
been
it
fun.
would have been?
Sure.
Yeah, go on.
Just for dramatic effect. So that would have been a. That would have been
You ruined my.
a major
Major.
miscast. Oh,
If you ruin my booze again.
And spontaneous combustion.
Oh, that
You
would have
gain
been a
an ablaze
light.
condition.
I would have just pointed at him and said, "It's the light. It's the light."
Yeah,
I found it. I found
I
it.
think I would have felt it. Yeah.
That is literally what I would have done. But we'll scrub that. We'll scrub that.
Yeah. Nope, never happened. Thankfully for Godbert's skin.
Yeah.
Godbert, as this gentleman rolled a 2, as you gave him the charm, he has, and this is rolling off of your previous intuition roll, there is recognition in his eyes, and after clutching it within both hands towards his lips, muttering a few words into it, almost as if he's telling it a secret, away from the ears of you, he then says 2 words back to you before helping to place it around his neck. Those words are part of a language you recognise, Godbert, part of a language you had just told a little girl off for repeating in public. The first word, astrum. Second, leve. Doesn't sound like anything you read in that weird book, Achaidh. You get a gist that he's that's a little tiny piece of a spell.
But not one of mine, probably.
Not one that you're familiar
please
with.
tell me he's friendly. The last guy that started whispering things which I didn't know teleported from right in front of me up onto the top of a building.
Well, to be fair, he's been whispering crap to himself the entire time he's been in here. So.
Yeah, I think it was a wise decision to remove this person from the public. I'm not sure it's wise to keep him here, but yeah.
What's your suggestion, Bert?
Well, he's lost it a bit, and he might do stuff he's not really conscious of doing. If you catch my drift.
What's your suggestion, Bert?
I don't know.
If you
Maybe put him in the.
to stay in your hut.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or with the strigani. They
That would be
probably
up-
know how to deal with him.
That would be up to Sir Garrett, I think, at this point.
Keeping him in the middle of the town. If something happens to this place that he's in, this cell, it's going to be right in the middle of town. Everyone's going to be watching.
Yeah.
If we have the witch hunters come back, we don't want Tom to be threatened to be burned down again.
I think he's safer with the strigani. And, yeah.
Well, we
Gives
can
me
go
a
have
chance to have a chat with him every now and then, see if I can get something out of him.
We'll have a word with Sir Garrett then. I don't
Yeah.
know. Have the Strigani come up with another figure that's like leading them right now,
No.
or is it just Garrett?
Kind of
running
Garrett.
things right now?
You don't see a figurehead, at least. He comes and goes from the town as he pleases, and you have no idea what he's doing. And hasn't said a word still because he has no tongue.
Right.
So you got a name, old feller? Hello? Anybody home?
He looks at you with a lost look in his eyes and repeats the word Astrum. Going
Just
off
call
of-
you Ash for now.
Going off of your intuition, though, you're not sure if he was answering your question or just repeating himself. Hard to tell.
We'll just call you Ash for now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find the guard and relieve them of this burden here, and bring them over to the strigani.
Reinhard, you want to do the honor to that one?
Yep. I'll be on escort duty.
Okay.
That was the question, wasn't it? The
Yep.
escort duty, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll help him really friendly and sort of just say nice things to him, talked about general stuff, the weather and what's going on, where he is, what year it is, that sort of thing.
Okay. He is skittish and scared and frightened as you walk him over to the strigani.
But I'm not doing it like a death march. I'm just sort of like helping, assisting, aiding.
Yeah.
Come on, this way. We're gonna go and find some friends for you. That sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe some sweet roll.
I'll keep Bert close to me because he seemed to at least talk to Bert. So even if I was repeating the same thing.
This is a cool check for him. He is looking for an opportunity to run, by the looks of it, Reinhard. He is petrified of being outside, far more nervous once you get him out into the open. Mumbles slightly more, incoherently, but...
I'll ask God to get his other arm. We can just sort of like restrict him if we
we'll
need
just grab
to.
him between us, yeah.
Just say, oh, come on this way. We're gonna go find some friends. Doesn't like being outside, so we'll
Yeah.
walk a bit quicker.
I can try talking to him and just reassure him.
Sure.
No.
You gonna do a
Alright.
charm roll?
Yeah, we can do that. See how it goes.
But,
Alright. It's alright. We're gonna get you to somebody who can help. Average, challenging.
Challenging. Challenging. That's his nervousness at play.
This rat fever is killing me.
Yeah, he
Anyway,
doesn't seem to acknowledge what you've said, and instead simply looks towards Godbert with a scared look on his face.
It's all right. We're going to take you somewhere safe. No one can hurt you. It's safe and inside.
I'll say that we can fast forward with a fair bit of commotion being made. He eventually starts to kick and scream a little bit. Not out in pain, but nervously at least.
yeah,
He resists, but
it's not far to go anyway, is it? So
indeed. Indeed. And one of the strigani come over, you explain yourselves, and they agree to keep an eye on him.
and then we'll tell them that he seems to prefer it inside. He was calmer inside than outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, there's at least one empty tent that I know of outside of.
There is
of it
indeed.
tunnel.
There's some 20 strigani kicking around, so there's no shortage of people to keep an eye on him, so he is looked after.
Good.
Right.
Sigurd, you wanted
Where
to
to?
see my buddies?
Well, I'm gonna go see if Garrett's in his tent real quick in his trailer,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I'll walk up, knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
There's no response.
Okay. The knocking was just formality. I walked in.
Okay, you walk in. Good. He's sat there. It's not like he's going to say, come in.
I know.
And
Well, Sir Garrett, how are you today?
he currently has the book out in front of him. He has it open at a particular page with his hand resting inside of it. And just grunts.
Does he have? Is there like a paper and pen on the table anywhere?
Is there a paper in town?
Not on the table with him.
There's no, he's just going through the book.
Anything of note?
Bert,
on the
and when you were going through Gilda's stuff, did you find any paper, pens, quills, whatever?
There is some in
sure.
one of the drawers.
Sure, why?
Well, it might be easier for him to communicate written.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I think it's, I don't know, over there.
I'll just start going through theirs. Wherever he pointed.
Okay, you find some pen and paper. In the meantime, he has spun the book towards Godbert and is pointing to a particular passage.
Yeah, I can see at least an A in there. I think. Sigurd, can you read that?
I'll kind of limp over and start looking at the book.
Yep. It is one of the, let's say it's about a third of the way in, and it is recalling the personal accounts of Gilly's great ancestor, the illegitimate daughter of Otto van Drack, and it is her recalling tales about the man and his demeanour, the way he would talk to servants. It seems to be a collection of speculation, gossip, and perhaps second-hand accounts from his servants. Stories take up about 2 pages, to which Garrett basically traces with his finger at those 2 pages before then just walking off. He grunts in response.
Indeed. Well, Bert, it's an account of Otto's illegitimate daughter talking about how he was treating the servants, how he was talking to people. That was about all I got from it.
Yep.
Does any of it ring a bell for anything?
Well, you'll have to sit and read it. That's you skimming about 3 lines. So, if you want to stay and read a little, you can. But you've got about 2 pages of pretty dense text.
Hey, Garrett, where did Gilda keep her herbs for the tea and stuff? Want to see if she had something calming, because we found this dude. He's a bit weird, weird in the head.
Points to the top shelf
Oh, much obliged.
as he steps out and leaves.
He stepped outside.
Yep.
Oh, it's a whole jumble of things. You didn't put labels on it. Can't read labels anyway.
Yeah, they are all unmarked and unnamed, Godbert, but you've got a couple that it could be.
Yeah. This might be oregano, but might also be something else. I don't know.
I don't know anything about herbs. I'm just gonna keep reading while he's bumbling around.
Okay. So after a little bit of reading, you come across I would say you summarize a little bit of a window into his personality, in that he was overall very dismissive of others, made numerous outlandish claims as to his own power. There was certainly a sense of ego to the man and control. He still was surprised when others didn't come to his aid at particular points in sort of what is now history, but military events and times where he needed actual assistance during warfare were never granted to him, but likewise he didn't assist anyone else. You continue reading, and at least a little bit of a picture is formed as to the sort of man that he could be, which is a vicious tyrant that would not listen to the opinions of anyone else and would seek total control.
I mean, that sounds like quite a few nobles that I've run into.
It's not an unfamiliar set of attributes. Gobbert, what's up with the tea?
Well, this stuff all looks the same when it's dried. I don't know, this could be Valyrian, maybe. I don't know. Let's just take this one and this one. Sure. This, Guts. Put the kettle on.
Sure thing.
Yeah. You're gonna make some.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but can't do any harm, probably. Hopefully.
That's some of my special blend I'll put on.
Roll a d10, Godbert.
There we go.
Okay. Sure. Pretty pungent stuff, but...
Does it smell anything like her teas that I've smelled before?
Make a roll for me. Intelligence. Average, because you've had quite a few teas here.
Sure. Why not?
Maybe.
Well, I wish the kid was here. He'd know this stuff.
Could go ask us. Are they even married?
What, Natasha and him?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they want to live in sin. I don't care, but I don't know if there's any talk about the town. And I don't know how that reflects on you, on your reputation, so maybe we should urge him to take on some marital bonds of some kind. I don't know.
I don't even know if they have. Yeah.
Maybe we should ask Jarla and Yeomund.
Yeah, that would be a good place because he kind of flip flops between Tal and Raya over here. Sorry.
Right. Well, I'm gonna take this tea to the old fella, and then we can. You done reading or not?
I just want to sit in a dark room and read, but yeah, we can go.
Okay. Oh.
Stand up, pull my cloak up tighter, walk out into the. Is it sunny out? For once?
Sunny enough. Yeah. A little bit of a light grey cloud lines the sky, but there is light shining through.
Well, that's that day at the beach in Reikland.
Mm-hmm. It's not raining for a change. And nothing's attacked you yet. So.
Well, I'm just going to assume I don't even have my weapons and armor on right now.
Righto. So, you head over to find your old man to give him a dose of tea. He's within another caravan, one where Hydra's mouse is frozen. Fuck you, Foundry. He is currently being talked to by two strigani, but seems to be scared and afraid of both of them.
Just be gentle with him. He's easily scared. Here, old timer, come and drink this. It'll calm you down. Give you a good night's sleep.
Okay.
Sweet
Ladies and
dreams.
gentlemen,
No nightmares.
we are going to take a couple of minute break while I kick Foundry in the arsehole. Back in a moment.
Right in the asshole.
Yeah.
Are we doing a reset?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I guess
working
so.
again.
Oh. Bro.
Fuck bio breaks. Let's get back to it. We'll have a bio in a little bit instead.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, sure thing.
Right, Godbutts. He accepts the drink for a moment. Sniffs it. Looks you square in the eye. That's right, the caravan looks a lot like this one. And he... Oh dear. Can you roll me a dodge test, Godbut? He's throwing the tea at you. Not the vessel, just the liquid.
Just tea, yeah.
The T in quotation marks.
Whoa! Oh!
Afraid particularly hot tea is all over your face right now, Godbut.
Oh! Fuck you, man!
The smell is making its way up your nostrils. It is pretty pungent when your face is covered in it. It's also getting in your eyes, making them very watered. It stings like a motherfucker. I'm going to take one wound off for that. That's just for the mild bit of burning. Godbut.
I'll hand him my sweaty, damp hanky that I've been wiping all the spot sweat off with.
No, that's fine.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't me.
Godbut.
Hmm?
Can you roll me an accidental language magic check? Challenging.
An accidental.
Absolutely.
Challenging.
Yeah. It's just a thing.
He'd just have tea thrown in his face. No wonder he's not
Okay.
concentrating.
Sticking with, or are we ploughing through rerolls today?
I'm intrigued as what will happen, so...
Okay. As you wipe this from your face, Godbut, he in front of you does look remarkably like you. Remarkably. It's as if you're looking into a mirror. Although his demeanour hasn't changed at all. Not one little bit. He is still shaken and twitchy. Or should I say you are shaken?
He doesn't look
Twitchy.
anything different to us, though.
Nope. Gobbet?
What does it look like to the rest of us at the moment? Does it look as if they're just sort of like mimicking each other, or...?
No. Gobbet's just looking at him.
Okay, alright.
I think this is something of a reflex, maybe, involuntary. So he does like the. I don't know how I described it the last time, like a poopy face,
Yeah, okay.
like a dispel, magic dispelling thing, reflex thing. That's language magic, isn't it?
Sure.
I think it is,
Yeah.
and I've used it.
Yeah.
So whatever magic I think there is, I try to dispel it.
Okay. Nothing changes.
And cussing afterwards heavily.
Nothing
vigorously.
changes. But you can see yourself muttering that same 2 words. And can you roll me a average intuition? Average because you're doing intuition on yourself. You're trying to remember something. It's not repeating out of fear, it's repeating out of not being able to remember what the rest of it is. Perhaps with a little bit of madness in there as well.
But the words he's been saying.
Astrum Lever. Same two words he first repeated to you. You now see yourself repeating those 2 words, struggling to remember what this is. Well,
indeed.
not struggling to remember what this is, but struggling to remember what to say next. I'll say with your +6, there is a pause and a small amount of frustration every time those 2 words are repeated, and you recognise that frustration is not knowing what comes next.
Astrum Levi. I repeat the words back to him.
Are they just mumbling and staring at each other?
Probably.
Pretty much. This has all happened in about 5 seconds, so it's not like that.
If it seems like an awkward silence, I'll put that paper down. I'll ask one of the strigani if they've got a piece of charcoal.
Piece of charcoal.
Yeah. I don't want to give them a pen because I don't want to get stabbed with it.
Yeah. Stick of charcoal, easy to find.
Yeah. And I'll set it down in front of him and see if he will write anything when Bert's talking to him rather than just mumbling incoherently. So I'll kind of whittle it down to make it thinner, so it's not like just a chunk of charcoal, like a bouquet or something.
Yep. He continues mumbling the same words, and on the paper sketches out and shades in entirely in black, as that's the only colour he has access to currently, a figure with no particular details.
Does it look like anything we recognize?
2 arms,
just-
2 legs, and a head. And entirely black with no features. And pretty badly drawn, I would throw in.
Oh. Yeah.
Seeing as you've rolled a +6 now, Godbert, as he's looked down and drawing, and then looks back at you for a moment, you see his face has reverted to his own. Or you've stopped seeing what you were seeing. In either case, you're now looking at Ash. After he's finished drawing this, he reels away from it.
Like in fear?
Oh, yes. Very much so.
This the one that scrambled you up?
He is cowering in the corner of the room now. Hands over his face, doing what he can to hide. Same words are being repeated.
I think that's all we're gonna get from him today. Better leave him be for a while. Try again later. There's something weird about him, or I don't know.
Astra.
Levi. And then something. It should be something else. Something. I don't know. It's. You know, when you see someone and you know the name and you think it starts with an F, and then when you finally realize it's with a B or something. It's kind of like that.
Misspelling?
I don't know. You just, you're thinking about it so hard that you can't remember it. This dude is seems to suffer somewhat the same condition as I am, only a lot worse, I guess.
You don't recognize him?
No. Does he look at all the same as me to you?
He's got white hair and he's old. Piss. I mean, not really.
No. Oh, okay.
No, not an exact likeness. No.
I wouldn't mistake you for brothers.
Good. That's something. Yeah, I think we best leave him here for now.
One thing that may be worth emphasising, just within general canonical setting, but life expectancy is currently about 30. Anyone living for long enough to grow a head of hair of that colour is a rarity. It would be weird coincidence, but just for general sort of setting and tone, they're probably the two oldest people you've ever seen.
He's been the oldest person I've ever seen for the last 20 years of my life.
Yep.
Well, Bert, should let him rest. Maybe with some peace and quiet to calm him a little.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That rack over something. I gotta go outside. It's too musty.
Yeah, you don't really look so good.
Thanks. And I'll just walk outside coughing up a storm like I'm hacking up a lung.
All right. Well,
I know what heals that too. I'm gonna light up my pipe after I get done coughing.
That'll do the trick.
It's medical.
Yep. Fight fire with cancer.
That's what my doctor told me.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, it probably does work. Helps IBS as well.
Yeah. I don't think the other guys had a problem with that, except those coming out the front instead of the back.
Right. I assume everyone else has left the old individual.
Yep.
Okay.
With
I'm gonna
some,
hand Bert the rolled up paper with the drawing on it.
Yeah, I'll keep that. I'll keep that. And I'll leave some instructions for the strigani to, be gentle with them. Give them some tea, which they probably know how to make better than me.
Yeah.
Trying to poison them. Well, Bert, the only thing I can say is he's not a great artist, but shadow figures and stuff just rings a little too close to what we've been dealing with.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well. It's a bad omen.
But, like I said, bad artist could just be a kid playing with charcoal.
I don't know. Kind of resembles the dark figure we saw that took Gilda away. Gilda? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Where you want to go?
Reinhard, you know where your buddy hangs out?
Yep. Yeah, I do. We'll head over. I'll basically give him a whistle where I know he normally hangs out. See if him and his buddy will come along.
Now, would Jarla and Yeoman be closer, or would?
You would arrive at the two. A little bit of asking around will be required for your friend Reinhard, as he's not lurking in a back alley at the moment. But this is a small town. You can.
Would I know where that other guy is hanging out? Hey, did we ever give him a name?
They tend not to just stand in one spot. So.
No. I'll go around and sort of walk
they
around
don't
the
have
town.
a shop, but as said,
there's only so many inns.
Yeah, exactly. You only have to ask about 5 people. Be like, is he in this inn? No, they're in that inn. I will save you the painful anguish of asking 5 people, but at the last stop, which is where you just walked past, being served by Herbert, the owner, are the 2 individuals that you are currently looking for, both together playing a game of cards.
Herbert, can I get some tea? Please.
Go in, have a sit down, have a drink, just sort of tip over to my guy, so come over when you're ready. Let him finish his game. I don't want to rip him up and piss him off.
Okay. The 2 of them look like they have some coin on the go.
Yeah, let him finish.
Herbert pulls you a curious look, Sigurd, at the mention of the word tea.
Something. Not liquor. Please.
He just continues with a curious look.
I'll buy 2 ales. Wait.
Nods. Right you
1,
are, sir.
2, 3.
Have yourself a glorious ale on my.
5 ales and something not alcohol.
5 ales coming right up, sir. Pours out 5 well-crafted tankards of ale. Frothy heads, a lively atmosphere inside. Quite a few people dancing.
Got
I think
you there.
he's taking a leak.
Reinhard.
Yeah.
You know, carry these, give them a cup to your buddy here. One to your buddy and one to your. Got Bert, one of them's yours.
Oh, much obliged.
One of them yours, Reinhard. Since Reinhard's already lit, he's probably want more.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That was epic.
Dun dun dun. You have drinking water. Congratulations. Okay.
Did you just turn your booze into water?
Yeah. That's how I win all my drinking contests.
Yeah.
Did we have a
Excellent.
spare couple of pints as well? 3 for us and 2 extra.
You can do.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
One for
So-
Reinhard, one for Gotts, one for Bert, one for your buddy, and one for the other guy that we brought from Nuremberg.
Yeah. So I'll take the 2 drinks over to them and say, once you finish, come over.
Okay.
Just leave the pints next to them.
They each nod and go back to staring each other down in what looks like a bluffing game of some description. A couple of minutes
Do they have
pass.
Is there a fire in this building? Do they have a?
There's a fire at every building.
Yeah. All right. That's where I'm standing, like right next to it.
Okay. You are sick up, and it is warming your tush just nicely.
There's a pouring sweat.
Yeah, exactly. Until you then have a hot flush.
Next to a fire.
Yep.
I think I'll sip this one slowly.
Okay.
Oh, consume alcohol.
After the two have done calling each other's bluff, Reinhard, your friend, seems to have been victorious in this. They exchange leering blows for a moment before both cracking a smile and walking over tankards in hand. The newer of the acquaintances that you had met in Yettenberg seats first.
Hello there. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you two hanging out? You look as if you were having a bit of fun together.
Oh, thick as thieves we are. Thick
Yeah, I
as
thought so.
thieves.
As long as I don't catch you, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's figure of speech, right?
I would
Now,
have to
see,
be...
I'd wanted a little chat. So come and sit down. Come and join us, lads.
Right you are. Let's talk business.
Chap behind him heartily sits down as well, always eager for coin.
Right then. What do you need little old me for?
Well, we might have some work for you if you're interested.
Type of work.
Have you heard about the recent saboteur in town?
Which one?
Poisoning.
Ah,
Which one?
Yeah.
The poisoner.
Yeah, little halfling.
So we know the copper one that was stealing the silver.
Yep.
We don't know if the halfling's the same one that was switching stuff out in the apothecary shop.
Well, if you have a big old jar of black lotus. Expensive stuff to come by.
Yeah. Do you know where that's growing?
Yeah, not near here.
That's what I've been told too. Anyway, my offer to you, since you said you know a thing or two about a thing or two,
Oh, right, yeah. Of course I do.
we'll keep you in town. But could you know how to spot people being less than honest around here? By saboteurs, near duels.
You're asking me to be a snitch.
More like keep a lookout. And,
We don't
give me a
want
little tip.
we don't want the entire town down in some
I know neither of you are no
Outside.
snitches.
outside sources coming in. You know what I mean?
Defender
Never.
of the local trades, perhaps.
I'm sorry. What did he say? I kind of.
Defender of local trades.
Yes.
That is to
Local.
say, keeping us secure from external threats.
Threat mitigation. Correct. That will be your title. Threat mitigation specialist.
And how may I deal with such a threat?
We'll start with bringing it to myself or what's his Meister Rex's attention, and then that way you can keep your anonymity.
It might be safer to not trouble my lord with small trivial matters. Perhaps a small degree of autonomy for myself.
Within reason, of course. If you think that this is something that's involving outside, something that we should bring.
Punishment
we should
as
have?
the law demands.
Correct. But if it's something that you think is farther reaching, that we should investigate outside of our borders, we should know about.
Right. Well, I guess we could get to work.
The other helpful thing would be if you do find them, you find others that might show up in the. I'm not saying there are now, but I have a sneaking suspicion based on what's been going on lately that there may be more than one element. If you can figure out how they're communicating with whoever they're dealing with, that would really be a help as well, because maybe we can leak stuff in there.
A message interceptor, master spy. All right. I'll throw a 3B on the table. That is to say, and this may be boding well for you instead of the opposite. Some of the
That would
goods,
be a change of pace for one.
some of the goods within the local general store, they're not all purchased. But they are imported.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like to me, anyway. Do I have any proof? Nope.
Well, that's why we also have an investigator. We need
Well-
good leads, and then we have an investigator. So that works out for everyone, right?
All I'm saying is, though, they ain't stealing them from you.
That is true. But we also don't want it coming back to us thinking that we're complicit.
Better to
All right.
be ignorant of some things, or to take advantage of enterprises such as, if you follow my drift.
I do indeed. Ronhard, you heard anything about this yet?
You can
Not
roll
sure.
law local, Reinhard.
I don't have any law.
Well, I will
have any law?
say roll an average intelligence.
Okay.
This isn't obvious, otherwise we wouldn't need to roll.
Wardens don't get lore local. That's very good.
Yeah, curious.
Try.
Ooh.
So
Good roll though.
you know that there haven't been any missing carts in your turf for
Yeah.
some time. Mainly just because there's not a lot of stuff leaving Tarm, so stuff arriving in Tarm, again, not a lot of that either. It's easy to keep track of. So it would probably be Bogenhafen or Blutrock way, you would guess, that things are going missing, or perhaps further afield.
I'll replay that back, obviously.
Alright, well, we'll deal with that later. I'm more worried right now about saboteurs, poisoners. 5. Yeah. Well, if you two gentlemen would like the gainful employment,
Certainly.
They offer their hand to shake with whoever's supposed to be shaking their hand. I'll say it probably goes to Reinhard first, just assuming that the Lord wouldn't shake their hand.
I'll come over and have a little chat to them. Just say, you know, boys, come to me for anything, but you know, we'll stay at distance. Just because, of course, we don't want to be meeting up all the time.
All right.
But basically, cheers for cheers for your help, lads.
Thanks for the ale. See you
Give
around.
him a little tip. Few brass pennies here and there, you know.
Sure.
Keep him sweet.
Yeah, I'll pop a couple silver down on my way out as a front.
Okay. They go back to their table after and continue gambling. With a slightly wider smirk on their face.
Oh wait, alright, hold on.
What?
Nothing. Nah, nothing. I didn't catch it. I'm probably coughing. Shaking.
They're
I'm
just
not gonna pass
smirking.
it. Yeah, well, there's different forms of smirk.
No.
There is indeed.
I know what they're like, so.
Sucker and ha ha ha, we have money are two different things.
True.
Well, they usually steal it. Just sort of tell that quietly to Sigurd, you know, they're not used to earning money.
Well,
True.
But they are a good source for finding out stuff, much better than me or anybody.
Once we're far enough away, it's like, well, we can kill two birds with one stone then if they're busy looking for other
Basically,
spies.
keep them. Yeah, I mean, my idea is to keep them sweet on my side, so they don't, you know, although they'll stay in and around town, they're not going to piss off or steal from anybody high up or anybody in the Rat Pack. That's my plan with them anyway.
Okay.
I just don't know about my don't know about the people I interact with anymore.
I'm sure you don't.
In my head, I got a guy who mumbles weird stuff that may or may not be a priest or a witch. I got a road warden who's friends with thieves.
Just these two.
What's the alternative? That's the problem.
Yeah, and these are the best
friends, more informants, surely.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But you also know that Reinhard is very straight and narrow. He is not into gambling or intimidation or anything like that. You know, he's even that weird back alley fight. I was sort of like, I don't really want to be here.
Fair.
Not though the underground pit fighting. Wasn't particularly comfortable in that situation.
Yeah, but I know Moor's still angry at you.
Who is?
Moor.
Right. I think it's time for a few minutes of rest before we get into whatever sticky situations perhaps
About to
even you
occur.
have planned. I have no idea anymore.
I'm not taking any blue stuff, so there's not going to be anything sticky for me.
We'll see. We'll see. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. We're back. And we're also in the middle of the town. Market day. Sun is not quite beaming down, but there is at least some sun for a change. Gentlemen, several hours of daylight left. What's on the cards?
Well, I think we're getting close to our town meeting time. But I think I'm gonna stop and make a few prayers to the gods. Make sure that they hear us.
Righto. Where are you praying?
I had that those shrines to each of the Reikland gods, I guess.
You got a few. You got you got Orion shrine out in the field. You've got the shrine inside the tile building. You've got.
Well, I remember I had those individual smaller ones built put on that stone that we sunk down.
Yeah.
Just
ignore the music. Click that like
the
a week ago.
where did we bring the stone from?
It's between like where my house is and the bridge, so it's near the bridge.
That one will do. The stone shrine.
Yeah,
sure.
Like they had that stone, and then we put the shrines to the different gods on top of it.
That'll do. That'll do indeed. Sure.
So we're kind of in the right area already.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There are a few flowers on it, a few bits of food, a few coin, candles, personal effects, charms that have been crafted. The usual sort of bric-a-brac you would expect to see.
Yeah, I'll go and place offerings to each one of them. Then I'll bend down and start doing my internal monologue prayers.
Okay. What's Achaidh praying for today, or is it just reciting?
Reciting and then asking for, basically just reciting stuff and then asking them to watch over us and alleviate some of my pain.
Okay.
But it's
you can
take care of
roll me a D100, Achaidh.
Yeah. This is where something bad happens. Come on, computer.
I'll roll that D100. Show me the money.
Come on, computer.
I think it's actually Foundry that has just shit itself.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah, mine's completely frozen.
Yeah, you've lost connection to the server.
Yeah, I just killed it.
Same.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Okay, cool. Refresh.
I'll tell you when. Shouldn't take long.
No worries.
So,
It says re-established.
there you go. Wouldn't it be nice if it automatically re-established and then rolled and worked? Nope, can't roll. You still need to refresh the old-fashioned way, I guess. Alright, camera. Foundry. Look, me and you, Foundry, are not... I'm not best pleased with you at the moment, Foundry. You used to be in my call books. Now you're a bit of a dick. That's putting it mildly. I
don't think we had this many problems in the first season.
Nope. I hardly had any. And most of the ones we did have were my fault. Because there was something I didn't do, or something I did do.
You to blame me.
Yeah. Well, it all started when you killed Theodosius.
Well, bastards. Again.
Right.
Literally cursed the game. Brilliant.
If it's a curse to blame, probably is Achaidh's fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice cursed Sigurd.
Right. So try that D100 one more time.
Sorry, that
Achaidh.
was me. That was me. I'll just give it a go.
I'm still refreshing.
No worries. I'm gonna take bets.
Is Scott's back? You guys could do the stable while I'm loading.
Sure. While Achaidh is busy praying, gods. How's about visiting Tony?
Let's go visit Tony. Let's do it.
Is anyone else visiting Tony, or just Gots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been bragging about this horse, so
I need to go see Tony the pony.
Tony the pony. Gots. The day seems ever so slightly brighter as you walk toward your stable, where you know full well what awaits. A horse that you'd picked up recently from a merchant. It was sold at a reasonable price, certainly not cheap, and a horse such as this one would struggle to acquire through usual means. There is a stable boy inside that's currently tending. For a small fee of a few pennies, basically your horse is watered and tended to. There's about 4 other horses inside. This is not a particularly industrious town. So Godbert is there with you. Sigurd's off praying. Reinhard, were you
Yeah, I'm along.
checking out all of the fuss? Okay. There we go.
Currently game pause. I'm eager to see this.
Is Darkfire there in the stables, or is it another
Let
one?
me load you out and back in again, because I think, Coles, you need to refresh, because you have not logged in on my screen.
Okay, superb. Let's try that again quick.
Try that one more time. You might have just beat me to it.
Yeah, no worries.
Reinhard, while Gotts is loading on in.
Is
What do you think of horses?
Darkfire in this one?
I would say... I mean, he can be if you want him to be. Simply put, he is your horse now, and you can do with him as you please. He is technically your property, because there is no other sergeant. So,
can
There
you
you go.
describe to me what Tony looks like? Is he a stallion? Is he
Tony,
dressed
Tony?
prestigiously?
Is he half demon? You see half his skull.
he looks like a well-bred horse.
With lifeless eyes?
Nothing unusual with his appearance at all. A greyish-blue sort of hint to his black hair, his mane, and otherwise he is a sort of a pale, chalky white.
And he speaks in tongue.
So similar to his token. That's good. Is
I'd say
he wearing similar dress to his token?
Yes. Came with saddle included.
Oh, superb. That was a deal, wasn't it?
Gotts, have you loaded in yet?
Yes, and yes.
Yes.
Now. Beautiful.
The stream doesn't see the stable, by the way.
Marvellous.
That's
Apologies.
Yeah, I'll kind of get Tony saddled up and take him for a quick jaunt around the yard. See if I get chucked off and break my neck.
Okay. Okay.
If I can see any hints or tips at this point, I'll sort of like, because how much have you ridden horses before, Gots?
Oh, yeah, literally natural, like ever since I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Then,
So-
yeah, okay. You're taming him. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's hopefully a tame horse already. Hopefully it's not a wild stallion.
Let's
If
have an
he's-
average ride from you, Gotts, as you attempt to lead Tony the pony around the stables
go on, Guts.
and outside the stables.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay. Relatively
See him
easy
mount
to get
up.
under control.
I'm still waiting for a ghost.
I'm still waiting for horns to appear. Cool, let's step up a little bit. Let's go for a bit of a kind of trot and get some speed.
Okay. You have a little bit of land outside, so if you can roll me a challenging ride, I will grant you.
I
A
think
leap.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Looks like it's probably worth. Cobbert's like
hang on.
eyeing
I
up
need
this
to
horse.
reset my. Give me 2 secs. Go back to free fortune,
Okay.
and let's try that again.
I'm gonna wait for this.
That's
Okay.
better. Yeah? Okay, there's a little ditch
I'm
in
watching
front of you.
I'm watching him ride this horse, just completely taking it natural. Obviously knows what he's doing.
Yeah. No.
Quite impressed with the look and the demeanour of the horse. The fact that he's got probably quite a relatively new rider in terms of new riding, not new as in new to riding itself, but a new pairing. Yeah, quite impressed. Sort of like cheering him along, like try something harder.
Let's try something harder. Let's try and jump a ditch.
Your challenging roll did jump the ditch. I can confirm.
Yeah.
Very well. Even better than
Impressive
the
horse.
first. Yeah. It is well trained. It handles beautifully. It responds to every little twist and pull you put in the reins. It's like you and the horse are one.
Quite impressed, if I'm honest.
I'll be honest, me too. I was not expecting that.
Sort of like cheer him along, clapping. I was expecting an actual pony, like like a little Shetland pony turning up, and this is a full-on stallion that can be ridden.
I've got a trick riding talent as well. I'm just trying to see if I can do anything fancy.
Well,
Sort of like cheering him along, and
yeah, I think
They can apparently do great feats of agility on horseback, so sure.
sure. Roll me another challenging one to see if you can stand on him and
I can do a flip.
maybe do a flip. Sure, let's do it. Okay,
Let's reroll that one.
that's probably a little too much there.
Oh, dear.
Okay, little
so
bit
what
beyond.
happens? Just describe to me what happens.
He gets tree range.
Gots, I'll let you tell me what happens as you stumble.
Yeah, certainly. I go to do a flip. I land on my horse and miss the saddle, and I sprain my groin as it lands harshly down on my horse's arse.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh,
I'll be like,
That's
oh, good
enough
effort.
It's enough
Good
for one
effort.
day.
I'll be shouting out like, I hope that wasn't the same place as your previous groin injury.
It's the other side.
Ouch.
Yes,
Okay.
superb, fantastic. I'll kind of limp back to the stables and chuck him back to the boy.
You
Give
take
him a big old high five.
You take Tony back through the door. Little boy is, I say little, it's probably about 14 or so, hears you arriving, goes to enter, and doesn't go to enter, goes to open the door for you, and you bring in your glorious Tony the pony. All is well in the mind of Gots, as you are...
Wish truly came true. This is, wow, fairy tale end.
So what's Gots thinking as he hands his glorious pony?
I mean, I'm thinking best day ever, to be completely honest. Now just keen to check out the shooters.
Yeah, see if they work, right?
See if they work, and yeah, sure. See what happens when I use them.
Okay.
How many mutations I get. So I can find some more cans and chuck them across the yard and do some target practice. If anyone else wants to join in, I've got a few spare firearms.
Yeah, I'll pick up a pistol and try out my new powder.
what's up with your horse?
Gots, as you were walking away, you can hear a very loud, audible oof from behind you.
Hey, I'll turn around and check it out. And go back into stables. What's going on?
It would appear that your horse has just kicked the stable boy as it was walking past. The boy is up against the wall with what looks to be a hoof print. You can tell by the mud, at least, that is on his shirt. Your horse has just stood there. Looks kind of chill.
Oh, he's going to be the best horse, isn't he? I'll check if the boy's all right and give him a few kind of coppers for his worries and troubles, and just try and get a bit more careful around Tony. He's very particular.
Fair. Stable boy, still alive.
We'll give stable boy a little talking to in terms of how to treat horses. Going around the back of them is not smart.
Let me take a look at you.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
Okay. You're able to patch him up, and he seems slightly better.
It's Bert spitting on a kid in the stables.
It's 40. It's not 40k. It's fantasy. There's been far worse. Yeah, the kid feels a bit better after you tend to him. Seems to be able to stand upright and looks bemused by this, and pretty much looks at the horse with that same expression.
Here, not around the back. No, not around the back. Oi. Sort of like sternly look at him, pull him. If I'm in reaching, I'll just shout him, not around the back, come around the side.
Sure. Kid walks around the side. No one died today.
Yeah, I was slipping a few coins, just trying to be more careful, and I'll kind of put Tony away, but clearly he's not capable.
Fair enough. No roll is needed, Gots. Horse goes neatly back into its stable, and with a says goodbye to you, dear owner.
Yeah, I like it. He's actually talking to me now. That's fantastic. Goodbye, dear horse. Goodbye, dear Tony.
That's your assumption as to what it means in horse. Close enough.
Sorry, I'll say it back. Let's check out shooters then. I will line up some bottles across the yard, and I think me and Reinhard and whoever wants to join in, we can fire some pistols.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Right.
Well, see, they're about to shoot themselves.
Sigurd's not here, is he?
Oh no, he's not.
Sigurd is not there currently, which may be.
I'll just have a little joke with Bert. Like, hey, let's check out.
Okay.
Check out my black powder skill compared to my crossbow.
Right, gentlemen. There is. I'll say you're inside the town, shooting outwards. Probably a little bit safer. There is a wall around the edge of one of the properties that seems to be a convenient place. There's also a fence further out. But please tell me what you'd like to do.
As I say, literally just going to put a few bottles up across the yard and try and shoot them off. So I've done my test already.
Who's putting the bottles?
Oh, put the bottles on.
Oh, good man.
Okay.
I'll oblige you.
Can I borrow a pistol, please?
Yeah. Hydra, can you chuck Reinhard one of my pistols?
Okay. Right, there we go. And that should be. There we go. And you're going to need. Do you have any bullets? You're going to need some bullets.
Yes. So trappings, I've got small shotgun powder. So again, I can chuck some of that. That's not a problem.
I will.
I'll just reduce. I'll just reduce mine by 6.
Totally not cursed pistol.
Okay. I'd like you both to roll me an average willpower check, please.
Oh, lovely.
Willpower.
Okay.
Entangle.
Entanglement for? She's like, Bert, what are you doing?
What? Oh
Right.
no, and just a little bit gas.
I'll just accept that. And
Gots, as you are preparing the weapon and getting ready to line up. Godbert is off in the distance placing bottles onto the wall. The gun, however, goes off in your hand, without your finger even being on the trigger. Would you mind just targeting Godbert, please, and doing a -10 shot at him? Sorry, Godbert.
Sorry, Godbert.
What? What are you doing? Shoot him, he's still putting the...
You can clearly see it's just in my hand. No, it's not a trigger.
Yeah, but I was focusing on reloading my own, so all I heard was the shot.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Godbert, what do you do?
What the fuck are you doing, boy? You trying to kill me?
Did you hit the dirt?
I swear, I'm sorry, it just went off. This trigger is... Oh, wow, that is
Yeah.
feather light. Wow.
That's why you don't use those fucking things.
God, I'm glad you're alright.
Sigmar's balls.
Holy shit. God, I think you should come this side of the fence.
Yeah, no shit.
That's enough up, yeah. We'll nobody else in front of the line. Always point the pistols towards the wall.
Yeah, or in the sky or something.
Okay. Guts, you have the choice of a unloaded pistol that you can reload, or another one that you've already got in your pocket.
Do you know what? I think we're happy to call it a day.
That'll do for now. Okay,
That'll do for now. We nearly just KO'd the party. Probably best to put the toys away and just
fair enough.
And slink off.
Be careful.
Well,
with
I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go. What's the range?
Oh, it's a small target, but
Damn it.
it is not too far away, so it's going to be challenging.
I can't target anything, so I'll just give it a shot.
Yeah, just do a challenging roll. Okay. Ping. The top of one of the bottles flies off.
Not bad. I'll, whilst it's not loaded, I'll hand it back to Gots. Be like, I don't want that going off in my hand. I'll use some proper pistols next time.
Yeah, fair. I'll take the abuse. I can, only profusely apologise.
I don't know where you got those, but they might need looking after.
I'll relay this when I'm back in the inn.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And I'll say you got, from all of your spending, 8 times 3, 16, 23, 30. Yeah. You even have a couple of gold crown left. Pocket money, let's say.
I think it's going to be a case of buying my colleagues a few drinks and some decent food. Some totally cursed drinks and totally cursed food.
Well, is that the plan?
I think that's the plan.
Godbert, Reinhard, free meal?
Yeah, well, you better. You almost killed me.
Yeah, it's from Gots. You trust Gots. I don't know where he's got the money from, but I trust him.
You know where we got the money from.
Yeah.
You were there.
Would you suspect anything, though? That's the question.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Because he's got a tone. I've just seen him, run around. I just thought it was a misfire, or he pressed the trigger from the rifle. So I'm not going to suspect anything. I took my shot and gave it back to him. So I'm not going to suspect anything.
Sure.
Go and have a nice meal. Paid for by Gots, yeah.
Gots, Godbert, and Reinhard. What do you fancy? There is steak, there is sausage, there is pie.
Or have a pie. You can have a steak pie.
I think for the gold, just chuck it pile it high on the table.
Yeah, with a gold crown, you can be pretty liberal, or even
Let's
a couple
get
of gold
everything on
crown.
the menu.
Yeah, okay, a bit of everything. Sure.
Pay for a couple months rent at an inn. Not fested with snotlings.
Gots, Godbert, and Reinhard. I'll ask you each for a nothing for now. The food
I
tastes
will roll that nothing.
wonderful. It tastes great, in fact. It's
For now.
freshly caught, moist steak. Tender Reinhard, likely has been cooked in a degree of ale as well. It's great.
How's it compared to Alf's food?
Better, because
Oh.
it's less self-taught,
Nice.
less
I'm
creative.
impressed and tucking in,
Oh,
Sure.
this was really good.
having my fill. Getting into the pie.
I'm going to ask
Wait for the digestion to
first
kick in.
for a willpower test for challenging from Gotts, Godbert and Reinhard.
Oh.
Okay. Godbert, you have the urge to stuff your face. This is some of the most filling food that you've ever had in your life, and there is that carb-like quality of being stuffed but wanting to just fill your boots.
Yeah, like in a Greek restaurant or something.
Exactly. What do you go for? What do you pick up?
The pie sounded good. Steak pie or something.
Okay.
Yep.
Wonderful. You
And some
down.
sausages.
Yeah. Okay. Pie, sausage pie, back and forth between the two. Decent meal.
Keep some for the rest of us, Bert.
Oh, it's really good, mate.
It's fine. There's plenty to go around.
Okay. And so, after your meal, off to find what your lord's been up to.
Yeah.
I would like a restaurant.
That was good.
Oh. Oh. My
Here,
rope's a bit. My rope's a bit tight.
Is there a snotling up there, or you just had a bit of a full?
Ugh. That was good eating. Ugh.
Reinhard, Godbert, Gotts. As you are stood outside, Gotts and Reinhard, a challenging endurance, Godbert, a difficult endurance, please.
Yeah, just waiting to load back in and get my character up.
Yo.
Oh boy.
Slightly
Okay,
better.
just give me a few minutes.
No problem. No problem.
Still on a black screen.
Was challenging, wasn't it? But not difficult for Reinhardt.
Challenging for you.
Wanna-
Yeah, good.
Do you want to roll on my behalf while I wait to load in?
Yeah. I wonder why it doesn't like our internets.
Oh no, here we go. Yeah,
There
back
we
in.
go.
Sorry.
One challenging, please, for me, Gotts. Endurance.
Certainly.
Coming right up.
If I can find endurance.
Feeling very satisfied after that meal.
So you should be. It was delicious.
Good food.
Challenging, yeah.
Challenging,
Okay.
please.
Oh no.
Okay. Reinhard? You feel a little bit of a rumble in your tummy.
Mhm.
A little bit of a queasy.
Like I ate a bit too much, sort of windy. And...
Like you probably need to go to a bush
Yeah, okay.
pretty quick. Godbert,
Galloping trots.
Gotts,
After your horse ride.
there is no time to go to a bush as your bowels open almost without warning.
Oh.
Oh, great.
A mixture of
Sacrifice,
squeaky,
sacrifice.
squelching noises. Without putting a polite twist on it, you shit yourself.
Great. I'll just jump in the river nearby. Try and wash it out.
Just dive in.
That was good. Yeah, just dive
Can
in.
you roll me a average swim, please, Gotts? Just to see how well you manoeuvre in water.
Well,
as you
I have a little paddle, but sure.
do you have swim?
No, hence the little paddle.
No, okay.
You
so
did say
go
dive.
into-
Did I say dive?
I'm just going with the word dive here.
Right.
It's up to you, Gods. Would you want to stick with your original choice of the word dive? Or
No, I'll go for just.
you're just going
Wade.
to jump into the shallow
I just
bit?
jump into the shadows and just pull the cax down and scrape it out and have a little splash.
It's,
Oh god, for shame.
it's- Okay, Godbert.
Yep.
Round the corner of the building.
He just pulls up his ropes. He's had this before.
That's true. Yeah, some of it splashes against the back. There is a fair bit of turbulent force being put into this, even with such an old man's digestive system. But the majority of it does just simply fall between your legs to the floor, and trail follows. Okay. You can hear Reinhard several yards to the side, who quickly managed to make it to a bush.
Quite happily behind a bush. Don't want anybody to see this.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the street.
Keep my dignity.
Wonderful. Well, Gots is splashing around in the water. Gots, there's a man beside you at the moment, currently taking a bath.
I feel sorry for him.
Oh, you're out there, lad. You come here often.
I try not to. I try to avoid it.
Trying to avoid eye contact. Oh, I didn't mean to say anything. I thought it was just a bath. Bath time. Got any soap?
God, I hope he's not downstream.
Oh my God, he is. I'm just looking at the map. Yeah, he is. Oh, what's that smell? He's gonna roll. He doesn't have swim, so he's just gonna try and get. Oh, you're disgusting! Trips up and submerges beneath the water.
Oh god.
Gots.
I'll waddle over and try and pick him up, and that'd be. Yeah, let's see if I can find him first. I'll kind of try and run, waddle over, and see if I can pick him up.
Oh, that's disgusting! You monster!
I can only apologise. I'll chuck him a few coin for brother and ask him to maybe shift down river a little bit and try again. It's a bad time for a bath today.
Gots. The man pulls a fist and looks like he's going to swing directly toward you. You have a moment to react.
I mean, there's two choices. Either throw some shit or dodge.
I mean, they're both valid choices.
I think I'll go for a dodge. Let's keep it above board, shall we?
Okay, you can dodge out the way. Okay, let's have an opposed... Actually, you can simply react first. Your dodge is to disengage here. Okay, yeah. You're able to get out the way and disengage from him.
Yeah, I'll just chuck some coin on the shore nearest him, and I'll just waddle out of the water and just basically kind of run away.
Okay.
And just murmur my apologies. Also, I'm sorry.
And chase you. Oh, he slips up again, submerging himself and dunks under again before bobbing back up. I'll get you! Oh, dear.
I'm sorry.
You've made a friend.
I have indeed, yeah.
He's got big biceps, but... He's actually called Roland. There you go. True story. He's actually called Roland. That's amazing. That's just the token's name. It's like a pre-made character. Wow. Okay. Meanwhile, Sicard is praying. Where are you praying, Sicard?
At those shrines that I can probably hear them all pooping in unison, but I would imagine that'd be done by the time they came on.
Yeah, they've been off and had a meal. So what else have you been up to?
I'll say that I've already been done, and had walked up to. I had gone to my house to get Santiago, Yala Yeoman, that kind of stuff, and then started when they came running out, I was probably like halfway across the bridge, so I'm just watching this with my elbows on the railing.
Like,
Putting my head down on my forearms, like, oh my god, what am I doing?
Okay, fair enough. So you're having a meeting with Santiago, Jarl Yeoman, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The group of you are currently stood there watching this unfold. Godbert just disgracing himself in the street. Reinhard just running off behind a bush, don't see what happens, and Godbert jumping into water and then getting into some fisticuffs.
Wrong way around. It was Gots to do that, me.
Yes.
That was for the roll that you had me do earlier.
Yeah, Gotts is currently running in the other direction, away from the man who's just fallen underwater. Again. So, Sicard.
That was my roll from earlier when we were eating dinner.
Okay. What's the roll for?
Well, you told me to roll a 1d100 when I was praying for, make sure.
Fair enough. That's for your praying.
Over the souls of the people who are for us, blah, 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 blah. So.
Yeah, you still feel like shit.
Yep, like they do.
Santiago is by your side.
Senor, why do you think they get into the fight?
I'm sorry, get into the what?
The fight.
The fight?
Points at the man who's trying to swing at Gotts as Gotts runs away.
Do we not see Godbert and Reinhard?
You saw Reinhard run behind a bush. You saw Godbert disgrace himself in the street.
But that's usual.
Yeah. I mean, it was maybe a bit more violent than usual, but... Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. This is for me. Let's see.
What are you doing, Sicard?
Oh, okay.
Trying to deduce what's going on.
I think they got sick.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know, must have been something they ate. It seems to be a lot of that going around here lately.
I will check the pantry, sir. Make sure all is fresh.
Yeah, please do. Please. I don't want to get any sicker.
So, my lord, what's going on? How can we help?
So Hydra, I would have assumed that I probably sent out like a day or two in advance to tell everybody like to meet up by that spot that I picked out earlier.
Okay. So you can walk over with them.
Yeah, so we're just walking with them. It wasn't so much that we were having a meeting. I was just checking up on Yeoman and seeing how those two are doing.
Well, you were right next to them, so it makes sense. And I won't drag everyone in the town there, but...
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll just assume that... and I will say, after a few moments, Godbert, Reinhard, you will see your lord and a decent chunk of the town's inhabitants heading over into the...
So I've switched out of my sweaty, gross, I'm sick clothes and back into some cleaner ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to slink off to the inn first and try and have a little quick change.
Still not wearing my my courtly garb because I don't want to sweat through it. 'Cause that stuff's expensive to get dry cleaned.
Yep.
But... Yeoman, how you feeling?
Recovering.
Good. Sorry about your initiates.
Well, there will be opportunities for revenge.
Indeed. We'll be sure to keep you abreast of any of our search. If you see anything, you let us know too. If you've got scores to settle with whatever's causing this. Did you get a good look at the attacker?
No. They were ethereal,
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
smoke-like.
Just one problem after another. I heard
Yes.
that they haven't been seeing many of the spirits lately since we came back from.
No, things are quieter. The hunters have returned to the forest, and our hunt has resumed. With a little more rigor.
Well, my fear is that this is just a calm before a storm, so make sure you keep your head on a swivel out there.
We shall. We shall.
Now, is there anything I know about like the highlights there? Quickening, is that just like a once a year thing
Once
on
a
the
year.
same date?
Yeah. Once a year. Initiation.
Okay. Well, we'll try to do another recruitment drive.
Okay. Majority of the town has now gathered.
Yarla, how you feeling?
Well, not bad. All things considered, I'm just happy to have Fierman back. So, yes.
Y'all are.
All things considered, things seem to be turning out just fine.
Yeah. 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 Keep that positivity.
The majority of the town are now stood there in a crowd looking at you like...
Yeah.
Like, just with an eager look on their face as to, you know, what the hell's going on.
All right. So, yeah, I'll kind of stand up in front of them and I'll be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Tom. Gathered you here all today. It's kind of to honor the bravery of those who have given their lives to defend Tom and the Reikland. Their sacrifices to ensure their sacrifices have ensured us a future and a chance to survive and thrive here in Tulum. And too often do we focus on the here and the now, and not only notice the bad things and the hardships and the sorrows that seem to be enveloping us on a regular basis here, but we need to overcome that. And we have overcome great obstacles, fought monsters, forces of chaos, cultists, and demons. And yet here we are, determined, defiant against all that wishes us harm. Now, those that took a stand and made the ultimate sacrifice should not be lost to the mist of time, but memorialized, lest we forget why it is we are still here. Let us not let these valiant deeds go quietly into obscurity. Rather, let us remember, so that we do not let their sacrifices die in vain. Today we're going to honor Ralph. Ralph's going to kill me. Achaidh. Bert, is that how you said it?
What?
How do you pronounce Ralph's last name?
Hasholdovich something.
Achaidh. Now, Sighard would pronounce it correctly. Not Garrett. Who died during the eradication of the followers of chaos that had taken over this town. Skullplate, Helm Splinter, Slayer of Trolls, Giants, Beastmen, Greenskins, Undead, Demons, and Dragons. And then I'll hold up his the axe that Santiago had brought up. Is that he will so forever in his debt will his town be. And then to the numerous followers of Tal, the road wardens, guards, and watch who died defending this town during the Beastman incursion. The Strigani, who, even though they're not originally from took a stand to aid us in our time of need. Sir Giuseppe, the Knight of the Rook Goose, who faced a fen beast. Our dwarven brethren who bring us much needed income and prosperity to this town, lay their lives on the line on a regular basis in order to ensure we have a future. But let's not also forget about Barthold Kane, our namesake, and his sons Marcus, Brett, and Leopold, who were deceived and crippled and murdered eventually by the monster who this town was strangled under for so long. And lastly, to Maria, matron of pain. Without her sacrifice and her insight, the enemies of Tame still may have been here today. So on this ground here that we're standing on, we'll be building a hall of remembrance, a place to dedicate to the heroes of Tom, and a place that we can visit and give thanks and remember those deeds that have come before us. So on this day, each year, we will have a Heldentag to remember and to give thanks to those heroes that come before us. Basically, they're commemorating everybody that's there. Yeah. Thank you all. And please make sure you pay tribute to the gods and wish for their souls to pass on without the taint chaos following behind them.
There's a cheer. Degree of clapping. Some glasses are raised up in the air.
Yeah.
Chicken.
And that's about all the energy I have, because I rolled a rule test earlier to make sure that I could actually do it without coughing and itching the entire time.
Okay. No, the town is in support. A little bit of gossip is shared. A few people hang around to exchange a few kind words.
I'll probably just be sitting in a chair, watching and listening, and just kind of sitting there with Skullplate's axe across my lap, just kind of holding on to it. Just kind of listening.
Helping telling the tales of Skullplate's last moments, how he heroically fended off everything, obviously omitting the data that Gots whipped him off the edge and smacked his head, and then he got pin-cushioned with spears. I'll tell him that he died a heroic death.
Sure.
Is it the same story that they told me the first time?
Might be. Reinhard, roll a
That'd be good.
an average intelligence test to see if you can remember the same details that you spun last time.
I rolled a challenging, so I gave him a little bit of advantage. Otherwise, that'd be a +2.
Yeah.
Okay, intelligence.
Yeah.
Can I not do leadership?
This is for you to recall the details accurately for the sake of Sigurd. You can do a separate leadership roll
Cool.
to see how well you inspire others.
Alright.
Right now, I'm just seeing if your story is consistent.
Intelligence, average,
Yeah.
or challenging?
Average.
Average. I'll give that a little re-roll. I'm going to try.
Yeah,
try
there will
and-
be a few discrepancies with that roll.
There we go.
That's more consistent. So, same story, Sigurd.
Yep, I'm just listening.
Same story.
Everybody.
And average leadership as well, Reinhard. This is now to see how well you woo the crowd. Okay. You've predominantly got Gerard there at the front, who lets out a little tear in the corner of his eye and claps when you finish. Fucking beautiful story, mate. Good death.
Keep on telling it with animosity.
Fair enough. So, with a little bit of small talk circulating the town, I think now's a good time to start rolling some endeavour tables.
Yep.
Let's go with...
Income for the town.
Yeah, we've not rolled like 5 times, so I'll roll all of them Four
I think
times, because I can't
I think
remember.
we're at 4 or 5, yeah.
I'll do 4 for now, and we might do another
Yep.
double one next time.
Debt to pay.
Right, fishing. Your fisherman left quite some time ago. I'll give you
I
one.
thought we got some more, though, after they came back, after...
Not just yet. You do have Reikland pike at the moment. We'll come to that in a moment. That makes things more challenging. Right, fishing. I'll give you two out of 3 fishing rolls because you did have no fishermen for quite a while, and now I think you've only got like 4.
Yeah.
In either case, no money coming from that for a while.
they didn't...
We're going to go for farming. Farming will be... That was for the most recent and too challenging, while the ground was particularly difficult to work with while you're away in the Haga Crypts. Carpentry... Somewhat less hindered. Actually, the farming would have had a couple of bonuses. We'll have 1 gold crown from one of them. We're up to 1 gold crown thus far. The fumble does not take effect. Because it's not
He hits himself with the...
yeah.
Natural 100.
One of them. Ooh, okay. 10 gold crown from blacksmithing. And 5.
Ooh.
We're up to 16 in total. 1 without the assistance of seller. And okay, 21 gold crown thus far. We're doing okay.
Didn't we have a person coming in to set up a shop or something?
You have a jeweler.
Right.
Save the best till
What did
last.
you say we're up to?
I've lost count now.
3.
We were on...
We're on 21.
We were on 21. That's right, thank you. Then we got a... So then we're on 26. Oh, God, now we've... further. Okay, let's go. We had 1, and then it was all just down to blacksmithing, wasn't it? 2 with that. 12, 17, 23, 24, 28. We'll probably do some rounding at the end. Mining. 1. Nope. Oh, so close. 1 more mining. 1 more mining. Ow! Mining
They
sucks.
do have a collapsed mine, don't they?
I'm
Yeah.
sort of disappointed we didn't do a fight because you're rolling really high.
Yeah.
All of them are
This
high.
is hunting just during the day, so it's a bit harder because no one was going out at night.
Hey.
And for
That's your
jewellery,
5th freaking humps. Humble, too. Come on.
jewellery. Another 10 gold crown.
Wow.
From a shipment of rather expensive jewels, created from silver. Jewellery, I should say, created from silver. Exported to the nobles of Bogarfen. 10 gold crown in taxes alone.
So 38 total.
38 gold crown to dish around, which might be useful. Let's see what the endeavour table says first. Let's go with... let's go with gods. Do you want to roll me that endeavour table, please?
Yep, can do.
See what disasters befall your town. We're running out of endeavours table events. Conscription. The war in the north rages and troops are in demand. 5% of your town's population in conscripts in order to help fight. They may be selected from any one of your industries or perhaps trained troops. You have 1 month to send them, lest you be branded a traitor. Right. Well, a nice narrative event of something happening up north. Further north than Aldorf, I will say, before imagination goes to Bleak Rock. Yes, Sicard, an inconvenience. Sicard, why don't you roll now?
Yeah, I can't wait. Maybe this is rocks fall when I die or something.
Oh no, bad things happen in Warhammer. Ransacked before you can undertake a banking endeavour. Your stash is raided. Your money is taken. Oh. Do you have any money on you at the moment?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have any. I haven't done a friggin' income endeavor in ages.
What's your most valued trapping?
Wait, let me check. My house back.
Your sword.
Oh,
it might be your
I do have
your
three.
pants.
It says I have 3 gold.
Pants.
Yeah, it says I have 3 gold in my income or my.
Do you have 3 gold?
It says I have 3 gold in my.
Yeah, I know, but do you have 3 gold? That's my question.
Well, I haven't played since we got it, so I don't. I would imagine.
Did you get the gold from an income endeavor in your last things? Because otherwise, you won't have that 3 gold.
We were in the Hoggers, so I got it like right before we left the Hoggers.
So you did do an income endeavor. That's
You
what I'm
rolled
asking.
one. Yes. Yeah.
I don't remember your endeavors. I've got 11 players to manage. So you did do an endeavor. You did get 3 gold, yeah? Because half the gold in people's inventory is shit they just forgot to remove. Okay, fine. Your gold is gone.
Well, bollocks.
I was just ascertaining whether that gold should have been there or not, is the question. Because most of the time it's an old income endeavor that should have been removed.
It would have been the one at the end of right before we left for the Hoggers, which would have been the same week.
So that gold would be gone.
Yeah, if it was before.
You have no gold.
Because the gold will disappear at the end of each session. We will talk about that afterwards, rather than doing this for too long. But I have a suspicion it will be a trapping. Because unless you did an income endeavour in your last 2 endeavours, you don't have any gold. On that note, who are we waiting for? Godbert.
Yep.
Let's roll me a doodah. Peace and quiet. Nothing interesting happens. Good sleep. Good bit of cheese. Maybe the release of all of that wind allows you to be slightly more settled. And who's
ready for mine?
Yeah, Reinhard. Sorry, I was looking at all of the tokens here, and I was like, "Who the hell's my last player?"
Yeah.
I can really confuse myself. A Dwarf Slayer comes to town, challenges you to a drinking competition. If you win an opposed consume alcohol test, you get a small favour with him. Roll me a consume alcohol, please. His target
condition.
will be 65. And that's not the right dice.
Been doing a lot of consume alcohol today, so...
Okay, just get better than like a -3, and you outdrink him.
I'll re-roll, I think.
Okay.
Just
It's a good
to make sure.
opportunity to get us. There you go. You get a favour with the Slayer.
Yes. Good
Not a bad thing
idea
to have.
to get a favour.
Not
I'm
a bad
going to put
thing
that
to
in my
have.
notes.
Yeah, we will bank that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping on by. The town is full of money. I think we may end up starting next Monday chasing down an item that's been stolen. But that could be the start of an interesting adventure. The quest to reclaim the stolen pants. At least they haven't been defecated in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Make sure to go jump on Achaidh, my main channel, because I'm just about to put out a video in 11 minutes of Necromunda Hired Gun, and after that's finished, I'm going to stream the bugger, and we're all going to have some fun together. So